Hey everyone, so as I mentioned in my last haul video, which was like literally just over a week ago, I have a good few fashiony bits on the way because I am totally kind of revamping, or not even revamping, I'm just bulking up my autumn wardrobe because I did get rid of a load of old kind of stagnant stuff that was just lying in my wardrobe that I wasn't using and that was maybe a little bit gone a bit crap, to be honest, or stuff that I just didn't really like wearing that much anymore, or yeah, just stuff I wasn't that bonkers about. So I have a few orders. A lot of the orders that are left to come now are just from companies, like through their blogger programs here through YouTube, but I have a good few bits to show you now. I bought most of the stuff myself, but also a few bits sent from companies, and I'll just let you know as I go along. So believe it or not, I only have like 2 things to show you from Pennies this video, which is really rare for me. I normally really go mental in Pennies. I think I kind of have enough at the moment that I just don't feel like I need to go and buy loads of stuff every time I go in there now. But I was in there the last day and I got this shirt which is so comfortable, and I love the way you can roll up the sleeves and secure them up, or you can leave them long, but I just love this style of shirt, and it is really warm for this time of the year. It's getting really cold here now and you really notice the drop in temperature, and this is perfect just for like even sitting around the house, or like say I went for a walk last night and I had this on just over a t-shirt and then another jacket I'll show you now in a sec on over it, and it was just perfect to keep me warm enough for being outside, and it was quite cold. So I got this and it was quite inexpensive. Everything seems to be always around the same price in Pennies. And Pennies is Primark for anyone who's not from Ireland, but this is around €13 I think, and like I said, it's just really soft and really comfy, and it's really perfect for just lounging around. And then the only other thing really I got from Pennies were these tights, which are quite a thick denier. I'd say they're about an 80. I like opaque tights. I do want to get a pair of like maybe semi-opaques, because I think they can look well if they're styled well, but sometimes they look a bit weird with my tattoos underneath. But anyhow, I love this colour. It's the wine burgundy colour that I'm obsessed with at the moment. And yeah, they're pretty inexpensive as well. You get them for about €4 I think in Pennies. Then might as well show you the other thing I'm wearing now, and it's this cross pendant, and I got this from Sammy Dress, so that was sent through their blogger program, and it's such a lovely pendant. You probably will notice that I have a lot of cross pendants. I'm not particularly the most religious person in the world by any means, but I really like I just really like crosses. I just like the aesthetic of them. I just think they're really pretty, and I love tiered necklaces. I have loads of tiered necklaces and I think they're really pretty. This particular necklace was maybe only $3, so definitely have a look at the necklaces on the website if you are a fan of these kind of things and you don't like to spend an arm and a leg on them. And then the other thing I got from Sammy Dress were these gorgeous shoes. They're actually prettier on, I think, than they are to look at here, but they look really nice on. So they're basically just wedges, and they have a strap around the ankle, which I really love. I always really like the look of straps. So they wear like that. They have a very sensible sole, which kind of drew me to them as well. And it'll be really good for when it gets very cold and icy outside during the winter, if you are wearing them kind of around at night, because I have fallen on my backside so many times in the really cold weather, and I really hurt my wrist a few years ago, and it's not been the same since. But these are just really cute shoes. They were like $20 something, or it's even less. I'm not too sure. All the prices will be just follow the links below, or it'll be on my blog, but I just really liked how they look. So they're a very sensible height as well. They'll be perfect for work, and that's another reason why I got them. So because I have loads of high shoes that are maybe not the most comfortable to wear in work, and I wanted to get a couple of pairs that are very comfortable in work, but that also look quite good. So that's why I picked up these guys. Then another pair of boots I got, and these are a bit scuffed because I wore them, I was wearing them at the weekend and I was actually in a graveyard, so they got a little bit messed up from just being in the grass and stuff. But anyhow, they're these guys here, and they are from iclothing.ie. So you probably will have seen in my last haul video the brown boots I got from there, which were like these, but they had studs in them and they were obviously brown, and I loved them so much and they were so comfortable, and I can literally wear them all day without them getting uncomfortable. So I got the same pair in black without the studs, so that's them there. There'll be a link to where I got them below. These guys cost about €30 and they're seriously so unbelievably comfortable. I just really love them, and for the price they're quite like really good quality. I can't knock them at all. Like I said, they need a bit of a wash now after me wearing them at the weekend, but yeah, they're fantastic, and I really like the selection on iClothing, and especially because it's Irish, it has really fair, well obviously to Ireland, really good shipping prices, so I'm a big fan of those. And then every kind of winter, autumn, winter, no not every year, I'd say every second year, I kind of invest in a really decent pair of boots. 2 years ago it was my kind of cowboy leather boots from River Island. The 2 years before that, it was my more military style boots from River Island, which are still going strong. The sole have cracked a bit, so they need to be resoled, but I still love them. This year I decided to go for something with a bit of a heel, kind of staying in with my being obsessed with heels recently. But instead of going for River Island, I had to look all around the shops. I looked in River Island, I looked in Schuh, I looked up in TK Maxx, I looked up kind of in all the kind of normal places, and I came across these in Schuh, left Schuh, had seen these, went around to a few other places like New Look and stuff like that, and then came back because these were my favourites. So I picked up these guys. So when I say an investment piece, I mean anything up around the €100 mark. So these were €96, and they're just really good, sturdy quality. They are, I always find that the ones that are more expensive tend to be a little bit, how will I put it, they're a little bit stiffer, so they will need a bit more breaking in. I wore these the last day and this kind of hurt me a little bit just around the ankle, only a little bit, like it wasn't actually uncomfortable to walk in down here, it was just how this was around my ankle. So I will wear plaster in that little area for the next few times of wearing it, and just until that stretches. But other than that, they look amazing on, and they're comfortable as far as actual the wear goes, ignoring how they were just kind of rubbing me a tiny bit around the ankle, and it was literally just one little area there. But, and that's because I didn't have big thick socks on as well, so I'll just make sure I like tuck in my leggings or whatever. But I think they're really lovely. They're that kind of slight like vintagey style that I adore, but they're kind of modern as well, and they're quite sensible. I mean, they have that sole. Ever since I fell on the ice a couple of years ago that I just mentioned, where I hurt my wrist, I'm really I prioritise the sole, because I was wearing like really slippy shoes at the time, and it's not worth falling all over the place and like damaging yourself. So I make sure I go for a good sole, especially when you're out at night as well. If you do, like, not that I go to nightclubs very often, but if I do, I mean, they're always really slippy because of drink being spilt everywhere, and you know, it helps to have that kind of base as well. You don't have to put up the lace every time, they just zip on the inside. It came in black as well, but I kind of prefer the browns because I love the way there's a bit of a contrast between the brown of the heel and then the sole and the actual kind of more tan colour here, whereas with the black it's just all the same block colour, like black, all the same kind of black, and I just don't think it looks as attractive. Really looking forward to breaking them in and then really putting them to their pace. So those guys were from Schuh. And then quickly I'm going to show you a pair of shoes, a couple of pairs of shoes that I actually got from my sister. So my sister moved house, she started college and she had to move out of her old house and blah blah blah, so she got rid of a ton of stuff for the charity shop. And then she wanted me to help her go through all her shoes. She had a whack load of shoes. She had way more shoes than I did, which I was surprised about because I have a lot of shoes. And then there were a couple that she liked, but they either just didn't fit very well or she wasn't very comfortable in them. So there's a couple of pairs that I got off her. And one pair was these guys here. These ones are from Zara, I think. Or, yeah, Zara. Kind of, I call them like Peter Pan type shoes, just because of the way they drape at the front, but they look gorgeous on, and of course they're that ankle boot that I love. These are a size 5 though. Now Aoife has a slightly bigger shoe size to me, but these aren't so big that I can't wear them. They're only like a wee bit big, I suppose. If I wear socks with them, they're absolutely grand. It's just if I wear them without any socks, like just with tights, they might be a little bit slippy, so I probably will wear tights socks with them, even at like those kind of small socks, if I don't want to make it look like I'm wearing socks. But those are fantastic. Now the only thing Aoife didn't love about them is they have a very teeny heel, so it is kind of hard to balance in. So I would definitely call these, as my aunt would call them, car to bar shoes. So you wouldn't want to be walking all around the place in them because you're likely to just fall head over heels and, you know, do damage. So they are so pretty though, and I'm happy to take them off Aoife's hands. And then another pair of shoes I got off her as well were these guys here, and the reason she gave them to me is because they're size 4, which is my size, but Aoife's more 4.5 to 5, so they were a little bit pinchy on her. Again, they have that sensible sole. I sound like such an owl one when I'm saying that, but anyhow, they have a really good sole on them, which these ones don't, but they're Hush puppies and they're just really cute. They have a really low heel, so they're super comfortable to wear if you want to wear them for work, and I can drive in them no bother. I can drive in pretty much all heels. It's just sometimes with the ones with the, particularly the wedges, I tend to put way too much pressure on the gas and it's not the safest thing to drive in, so I don't like to drive in big heels. But these ones are just really comfortable and they're really kind of cute and, not kitsch, but just really cute and vintagey looking when they're on. And I didn't think I'd like them as much when I got them, or when I took them off Aoife. I kind of took them with the thoughts that I might like them, and I ended up loving them. So these are a few years old. I don't know if you could still get them or not, but they are from Hush Puppies and I just think they're so cute. So that's those guys. Okay, next is a skirt that I got from Persunmall.com. I'm dying to style this because it's a really unique skirt, but also it's something that could look awful if you didn't style it right. But I just think it's so pretty. So that's the top of it, that's the waist of it, and I would wear kind of a good bit up on the waist, and you obviously tie these guys. I tie them separately, but I might try and tie them as one as well just to see what they look like. I'm not sure, I'll have a play around with it, but it's a long skirt and it goes down, I'd say 2/3 of the way down from my knee to my ankle, if that makes sense. It's a really good length for my height, considering I'm quite a short person, and this is a perfect length skirt as well to show off some of those gorgeous ankle boots, because sometimes they can get lost if you wear them with like maxi skirts and all you can see is obviously the bottom of the boot. So it's nice if you want to show off your boots with this kind of skirt, and I call it kind of like a Cinderella skirt. I'm not sure if it looks more like a peasant skirt or a princess skirt, so I'm just going to call it a Cinderella skirt. But I just think that's really pretty, and it's something you'd wear obviously. I think I'd probably style it with maybe a leather jacket and a plain black vest or something, or I don't know, I'm not too sure about what I'd put it with yet, but definitely with kind of a nice pair of statement ankle boots of some sort. But I look forward to styling that. So I will be styling some of these bits in an upcoming like fall video, you know, fall styling lookbook video. And the last few bits I got are from Romwe, of course, because I put in a load of orders with them lately. One of my orders unfortunately went missing, but luckily it was more kind of summer dresses, which I made, the order I made almost 2 months ago, and I'm not really bothered about getting them anymore because, you know, it's so long ago and it was more summer dresses, so they're just going to refund the price and I'll be able to order more winter ready stuff. But in the meantime, all the bits that I have been getting since that order that went missing are all autumn wintry stuff. So I got this dress, or skirt rather, and I'm going to have to see how to get the creases out of this because it's PVC. It's a PVC skirt, and obviously you can't iron it, but maybe you just wear them out, or it just kind of, they fall out as you wear them, or it doesn't probably even matter. I don't really care about creases, I don't even use my iron. But anyhow, I love the colour of it. I've seen other bloggers wearing this particular skirt and I fell in love with how it looks, but it's mainly the colour that got me. The only thing about it is that it kind of smells a bit, you know, the ammonia smell you get from latex. There's a bit of a whiff of that off it, so I'll have to see if I can Febreze that out or something, but other than that, I think it's beautiful. Now, I had to go for the medium size. I usually go for the small size in most things in Romwe, but I measured my waist, and I have quite a thick waist, as I've mentioned before. It's like a 68 to 70 cm waist. I don't have a thin waist, mine is quite straight up and down. So this was the 70 cm waist, and that's the one I went for, so it was medium, and that fits quite well. And then another thing I got was this gorgeous clutch bag. So that has loads of skulls all over it, just like skull motifs. And it has a zip on the back, and it also comes with this guy here, a strap, so you don't have to use it as a clutch if you don't want to. I think it's kind of handier to not have to use it as a clutch all the time, because I do like to have some kind of strap. And the inside is like that with a few different zippers and compartments. So it's a real kind of rocker chick kind of thing, I suppose, for anyone who's into that, but I just think that's absolutely fab. And I think that's really cool because I don't really have any clutches and I want to kind of get a few cool ones like that. So the only other things then are jackets, which I'll run up and grab quickly and I'll come back and show you. So I'm going to stand up while I'm showing you these. So this guy was from the new kind of Aztec inspired collection from Romwe, and it's a leather look jacket. It's made of PVA as well. PVA, why do I keep saying PVA? PVC. And it has that gorgeous like Aztec inspired panel on the back, and it has the panel on one half of the front as well. And unlike the other kind of leathery jacket, leather look jacket that I have from Romwe, this has proper long sleeves, so it's a bit better for this time of year, whereas the other one that I had was maybe a bit better for the summer because it had mesh sleeves. But this is perfect on. I got the size small again, which seems to be my perfect size for jackets, and it's just really, really pretty. I like that it's quite unique. I haven't seen anyone, you know, in Ireland wearing it anyhow. And I'll just do a quick turn. So that's really unique. I think that's the main reason why I loved the look of it so much. It's about $59 on Romwe, which, you know, is only about 40 something euro. So it's really, really affordable. And then the other one, which is the same price, I think, is this parka jacket. So I've been wanting to get a parka jacket for ages. And I love the hoods on them particularly, especially the ones that have that fake fur. This has a fleece lining, which is really, really a big thing for me. That's what kind of drew me to it. But it is removable, so you could use this during the summer without the fleece lining, and it's just really, really comfy. So I wore this at the weekend, and when I was, you know, I had to stand outside for a particular time for a good while, and this was really nice for keeping me warm. So again, I went for the size small, which is a perfect size. You know, it's quite roomy. You're not going to find it too tight as long as it's the right size. So it'll be roughly a size like 6 to 8 in the UK sizings. And then that's it with the hood up. So I love this jacket or coat. Yeah, I suppose you'd call it more of a coat, wouldn't you? So yeah, that's that guy, and that's the last of this haul. So you can see why I wanted to film these bits now before I get any more things in, because otherwise they'd be way too long. And now for the winners of the Sammy Dress giveaway. I picked one winner from YouTube and one winner from the blog, as I mentioned before, and I will post the names now. So congratulations to the winners. I'm going to contact you personally, and I will get your email address off you so I can send them off to the girl at SammyDress, and then you can deal with her about getting your prizes and all that kind of stuff. So congratulations guys, thanks a million to everyone who entered all these giveaways. It was really fun to do it over the last few weeks, and I will see you all really soon for another video. So thanks a million for watching guys. Slán!